Am I doing anything wrong?
Well, you're filming private cars, not police
No,
cars.
I'm filming public property.
No, you're filming cars.
I'm filming. No, that's what you're presuming.
Well, I've just been
I can
told.
film whatever I can see in public.
I've just been told you've been filming private cars. You're right.
Afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. Could you identify yourself as well for me, please?
Why?
Well, you've come in and you've approached me.
Yeah.
So it's in your policy to actually identify. Okay, and failure to identify will result in retraining. Okay, so I'm asking you properly to identify yourself, please, sir.
Yeah, okay, fine. So why are you sitting here
No,
recording
if you
everyone?
can identify yourself first, and then we will carry on with the conversation.
I think there's times where I have to identify myself.
Yeah, you do.
And there's times I simply have to
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Of you recording here?
So you're
Okay.
basically coming down here just to try and provoke some sort of confrontation, is that just...
No, I'm filming public property. That's what you're presuming, okay? Don't make a presumption on what I'm
Okay,
doing.
what is your reason for-
Okay? Well, first of all, identify yourself properly.
Okay, so you're from Croydon Police Station.
Okay? And your shoulder number, please.
It's on my shoulder, you can see it.
No, not everyone can read numbers. That's why I'm asking
Can you
you
not?
to say it.
Do you need help
Okay.
with that?
Well, why do you think I'm asking you to say it? No, I'm asking you to say it, please, sir.
That's what I say.
Okay, so people that can't read numbers, that's all what you do.
Well, anyway.
Okay, that's why I'm asking you if you can actually say what your actual shoulder number is, please.
I can do anything, sir.
But you won't do that.
Don't need to.
Okay, so you don't need to.
No,
Okay?
you don't need
You're
to
quite
be-
arrogant,
you don't-
really, aren't you?
Claude is seen quietly recording outside a police station, standing on public property. Two officers walk up and ask for his personal details. They mention Section 50, but give no clear reason for using it. Claude stays calm and declines to show identification. He explains that he's exercising his rights and continues filming without causing a scene. The exchange remains firm but controlled. In the end, it's a simple snapshot of a citizen setting boundaries and officials responding, measured, clear, and easy to follow.
Why are you
You're
recording
very
at the
arrogant. It
police
makes no difference why I'm filming.
station? No, it does.
No, it doesn't. No, it
Because
doesn't.
you're simply here to, you know...
No, it doesn't.
provoke some sort of
No, that's
confrontation.
what you're
why you-
presuming.
What's the purpose of you filming this? The
It's
cars that are
it's
going
a
out
public building.
here? Yeah, but some of these are private cars.
I can film whatever I can see in public.
Indeed.
Well, why do you do that?
Well, it makes no difference why I do it.
Why
It makes no difference why I do it.
Well, it does.
What it does is
No, it
you
doesn't.
find these people that like to provoke confrontation.
No, that's
you
what
stick a
you're
video
presuming.
online and monetise
That's what
it.
you're presuming.
You just
okay?
monetise a video,
That's what
isn't
you're
it?
presuming.
No, you're one of these other... many,
Yeah,
many
really.
false
And you're
information
one of these
reporters.
absolute turds, okay, that literally think that you can bully the public, speak to them the way
not
you
bullying
want,
anything.
failure to actually identify yourself properly, and we actually pay
And
for
you've got to
meatheads
sort
like
this
you.
out.
We pay
You've
for
come to
meatheads
the
like
police
you.
station to provoke this
We pay for
confrontation,
no.
haven't you?
You approach me. Let's get it right. You approach me. You
You've
approach
come to the
me.
police station because
You
you want this
approach me.
confrontation.
You approach
Where have
me
you
to
travelled
get it
from to get
correct.
this confrontation?
Makes no difference where I've come from.
How far have you gone
Makes
just
no
to have an
difference.
answer with the police
No,
officer?
you've
your
come to
reasonable
me.
reason?
You've come to
I've
me.
come to you to find out
yeah,
why
but
you're
you're the
recording
turd that
police
came to me.
you
Okay,
stop
to get it
calling
right.
them turds?
I'm doing nothing wrong by calling them a turd.
From the start, the officer appears reluctant to engage. A bystander politely asks for identification, a routine request under common policing guidelines. He replies that he doesn't believe is required to provide it. When he later acknowledges a request, the response is limited. No full name, no clear introduction, just a brief gesture toward the shoulder badge. The moment reads less like standard practice and more like hesitation to be fully transparent. In policing, the badge is meant to signal service and accountability, not uncertainty about basic identification.
You wouldn't like if we started calling you names?
Well, you're in an office.
You stop pointing
of
at
power.
me like that.
I will point as much as I want.
Well, it's a bit aggressive, isn't
Okay.
it? No one's been
No,
aggressive to you.
No,
You've come
you
out to make sure
come.
that
You
you're
come in,
okay
and you
and
two
you're
are both
safe.
pushing me closer and closer to this curb. Okay, so I'll actually ask you
You
to
were
take
stood
a
on the
step
road a
back.
minute ago.
No, I wasn't. Not when you approached me. No, I was not.
You were. You
So
were
I'll
stood
ask
on
you
the
to
road.
take a step back if you wouldn't mind, please, sir, and then I can
Oh,
move forward
please.
from the curb. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Safer now, do you?
Okay.
Well, now there's a car coming.
I'm perfectly fine now.
Brilliant. Right, now why are you stood outside the
It
back
makes
of
no
the police
difference
station?
why I'm here. I'm filming
back
public
there.
property,
Yeah, but you're also filming private cars.
and I'm doing nothing wrong.
But why do you need to do that?
No, if they get caught
Where
in
does
it,
this
I'm
filming
filming
go?
public property. It makes no difference
Well,
what
it
I
does.
do with it. No, it does not.
That's to me.
No, it does not.
go around
Well,
and
then
around
you
in
should
circles.
not have approached me. Okay, you got this meathead here, okay, and he is the complete meathead and
You're
should
kind of-
not be anywhere near the public.
What was that?
Your abusive
Okay.
tone is getting kind of irritating, sir.
Yeah? Well, you're irritating.
I know, but
you're
being kind
irritating.
of abusive, and that. of
I'm
course,
not
it
being
is.
abusive.
You threaten me.
I haven't threatened you at all.
No, sorry,
How
not
have I threatened you?
Quite right. You haven't threatened.
Okay, so
You've been
that...
abusive. By calling
Okay.
me names.
From the outset, a light remark directed at one officer prompts a strong reaction from another. There were no threats and no abusive language, just a brief comment. Even so, the response escalates quickly. Instead of addressing earlier questions about basic identification procedures, the focus shifts to the remark itself. The result is a distraction from the central issue of transparency and accountability, turning a minor exchange into a larger confrontation over conduct.
I'm just saying. No, it's not. No, it's not.
It is.
You cannot be offended in the office of duty. No, you cannot.
I can.
No, you cannot, because you've got to. You've got to expect. You've got to expect language, okay, and saying turd, okay, is in the actual English dictionary. So look it up. Look it up.
Stop being abusive.
Look it up, okay. Turd is not abusive.
abusive.
Turd is not abusive.
Names.
You say it's not a rude word. However, the definition of turd is a rude word for someone who you think is unpleasant. I'm not doing business with that little turd as an example. Okay? So it clearly is a rude word.
Yeah,
So
but it's
what
not a
do you
swear
mean?
word. But it's not swear words.
You have to swear.
Yep, and
But
you have to
being
expect
rude.
that.
You are calling me names.
Yeah,
which does now.
Okay,
Order
so
offence.
you came.
It also is
Public order. Okay, so
also
who's? So you
antisocial
can.
behaviour.
You cannot
So due to
actually.
antisocial
You
behaviour,
cannot
Under
actually.
Section 50 of the Police Reform Act,
Okay.
I'm going to require to provide me
Right.
details.
So then, here's a question for you. Under Section 50, then.
Of the Police Reform Act,
Under Section
if you
50,
don't reply-
you've
give
got
me
to
the
have
details.
proof. No, you've got to have proof.
If you don't provide me your details, you can be arrested for it.
Okay, go for it. I want to see an inspector then, please.
At the scene, the officer's account shifts notably. He first alleges a threat, a serious claim. When questioned, he reframes it as verbal abuse. The conduct he cites amounts to minor name-calling, rude, but not a threat and not inherently unlawful. Professional standards expect officers to tolerate a degree of public criticism without escalating. Recasting a trivial remark as a major incident redirects attention from transparency concerns and can be read as an attempt to sidestep accountability and silence legitimate pushback.
Okay, I'm entitled to see an inspector, right? And if
One thing
you're
at a
if
time.
you're
So
actually
what is your
using
details,
Section
sir?
50, okay, I need you to actually use the words correctly in Section
your name,
50
sir?
and what part of Section 50 you're using, please.
What's your name?
What
sir?
part of Section 50 are you using?
We're not going to have to keep
What part of Section 50 are you using, please?
We're not going to have to keep conversation.
Well, no, you need to tell me what part of Section 50
And I
you're
have done.
using for. No, you
Due to
haven't. You
antisocial
just said
behaviour,
Section
I'm
50.
requiring your details.
Okay, so where's the antisocial behaviour?
You standing here constantly calling us
Okay,
names.
that's not antisocial behaviour.
It will be for me.
Well, for
So-
you, okay, you can't be the arresting officer.
Okay.
Okay, nor can you, because you're directly involved.
You haven't been.
You're directly involved.
So, are you going to provide your details or not, sir?
I'm not going to provide anything because I've done nothing wrong.
So
Well, you can be guilty of an offence if any person is arrested for failing to provide their true name and address may be arrested on the stand. Arrest provisions of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act 1984.
Okay.
Okay, I have,
Are you going to provide your
if I
details
have reason
or-
to believe that you're acting in an antisocial manner.
Yeah, and where is that antisocial behaviour? No, I'm not.
Well, you are. You're swearing.
No, I'm not.
Swearing.
Standing.
people.
I'm not
calling us
swearing.
names.
Let's get it right. Turd is not swearing.
You're
standing in the
Turd
street
is not
constantly
swearing.
abusing
What
two
you
people.
believe and what actually is the law
Are you
is
in a,
different.
Are you in a public place?
Okay? I'm in a public place.
Are you being
Is there
offensive?
members of the public here?
Yes.
They don't need to
Where?
be.
Where?
We are members of the
Where?
public.
No, you're not. You're an officer.
Yes.
Okay,
Well,
you're an
I'm a member
officer.
of the public.
No, you're an officer. No, you're not a member of the public. You are an officer
So what
there
am I?
to
In this exchange, a mild, non-threatening remark is treated as something far more serious. The officer cites Section 50 of the Police Reform Act 2002, a measure intended for credible cases of antisocial behavior. Yet there's no sign of public alarm, no visible distress, and no formal complaint. Only a challenge to authority. Section 50 applies when there's a reasonable belief that someone is causing harassment, alarm, or distress, and that bar doesn't appear to be met here. The auditor notes there was no strong language, no identifiable victim, and no disruption. Taken together, the escalation looks disproportionate and more about deflecting criticism than addressing public harm.
not abuse
one
your
way?
powers.
Who's abusing a power?
Okay? You tried to abuse Section 50 just now.
I'm not trying
Yeah,
to
you
do
did,
anything.
okay, and you
I'm
still
required
haven't
to provide
put. Well, what you actually require, I require a superior officer as my actual legal right. So I've asked you to actually get a sergeant or an inspector to come
One
out.
thing at a time.
Okay, well then you
Are you
do
gonna
that
provide
first,
the
and then
details?
we'll move forward from there.
Are you going to provide your details
Okay,
or not?
I told you no.
No. Okay, fine.
So at this point, then I'm going to have to arrest you for breaching section 50, aren't I?
Okay, go for it.
You have to do it.
It's your choice, not mine.
Well, no, it's yours.
It's your choice. No, I don't need to. Because I've done nothing wrong.
We do have the powers.
I've done nothing wrong. I've asked you to produce where the member of the public is, okay, for the antisocial behaviour, okay? You cannot be the arresting officer for that if you are the one that you were saying that it was against, right? And that is what the law is.
Do you not listen to it?
Okay? I'm talking to you. He's reading out whatever. I was talking to you. In this day and age of what?
There was a lot of issues.
Like what?
Security.
Okay, and as I said, is the building secure?
Domestic terrorism.
Is the building secure?
If people are filming, cameras, gates, key locks.
I'm filming public
cars
property.
coming in and out, private cars coming in and out.
Okay.
Not all police vehicles.
I try not to get private cars. I try not to get private
You don't
cars.
know what a private
Well,
car
it makes
is
no
at home.
difference. Well, if it gets caught, I'm still doing nothing wrong.
I mean, you could quite easily have stood out on the pavement and done
Well,
it.
I can stand exactly where I want on public property.
During the exchange, the officer states, "We are members of the public," using that claim to support a public order allegation. In law, however, officers acting in an official capacity are not treated as ordinary members of the public. That distinction is important when referring to the Public Order Act or Section 50 of the Police Reform Act 2002. These powers are generally engaged when conduct is likely to cause harassment, alarm, or distress to a typical bystander, not to an on-duty officer performing their role. Police are trained and equipped to handle criticism with a higher tolerance threshold. Recasting personal discomfort as a public order issue does not align with how these powers are usually applied. The auditor responds steadily and cites the standards clearly, underscoring the weak basis for the claim.
It's public property. As long as I don't enter a restricted area, okay, then I'm actually standing where I'm publicly accessible, allowed to
That
go.
would be the front office.
Okay, and exactly here. And exactly here.
But
If I
it's a little
went,
bit dangerous. You've got cars coming in and out.
makes no difference.
And
I'm
you've got
standing on the
private cars
pavement.
coming in and out.
And
There is no
your
policing
point is
purpose
what?
for you to be here, is there?
Okay, I'm entitled to stand here
What's your
and to
lawful
film.
purpose for being here?
Okay, filming in public is completely lawful.
Absolutely. However,
Okay,
you're
so
going into
that's why,
a police station.
and that is completely lawful
Well, why do you need to do that?
because it is lawful.
It's not really.
It is law. It's not.
You
Okay,
need a
right. I'm
lawful-
just,
it may
just
be
you know,
lawful.
I'm just going to go into my bag for a minute, just to pull something out
It may
for the
be
both of you.
lawful, but again, why
Okay.
do
Don't you
need
bring out
to do
anything
it?
silly and
Okay.
something
No, that's why I was telling you what I was doing.
Well,
Okay.
a lot of people have done that and pulled knives out.
Right. There you go, sir.
Who is this?
Okay. And you'll actually see what it actually states, that I'm completely lawful to actually film any police officer, any property of the police, okay, any station, anything.
Yeah.
To plod or not to plod?
How you doing, buddy?
How you doing, mate? You alright?
Yeah, not bad.
What are you doing today?
Good, not too bad.
So he is doing those videos then?
YouTube, yes.
I don't need to identify myself.
Police stations, knowing
I don't
that we're
need
gonna
to
come and
identify
speak to you
myself.
so you can monetize a video.
I don't need to identify myself. You
That
tried
was
to
actually-
abuse.
we were
You
correct
tried to
then.
abuse Section
We were
50.
correct, weren't we?
You tried
We
to
were
abuse.
correct.
No, I was
We were
correct
correct,
because
weren't we?
you
We were
tried to
correct.
abuse your powers.
You've come
You
here
tried
just
to
to get a
abuse
video
your
that you can
powers.
monetize, haven't
You
you?
tried to abuse your powers. This is why we
Give you
do
the
this.
opportunities.
You can see the way that the other officers went and the sergeant. So yeah, what I'll do is I will put those complaints in, there's no doubt about that. Altogether, I believe that I've got 14 complaints all going through at this moment in time, I do believe.
In this segment, the officer's focus appears to drift from legal standards to personal unease. After the auditor calmly explains he is filming a government building from a public place, a lawful act, the officer redirects attention to private vehicles entering and leaving. That circumstance, on its own, is neither an offense nor a basis for reasonable suspicion. It frames discomfort as a legal concern. The auditor also states he tries to avoid filming private cars, showing awareness and courtesy. Pushing for escalation without a clear legal foundation reads less like enforcing the law and more like attempting to apply personal preferences through authority.